Welcome, guys, to the Drunken Ship. We're making ape noises.
Zombie noises.
Wait, what?
They have no idea what they were talking about.
I started doing. I've done that stupid voice so fucking much in my life now.
The Muscle Man scream.
To the point where, yeah, like when I actually am in danger and shit. Like, when I'm actually like get hit or something, I actually do it out of response.
Instinct.
Yeah, instinct. Like I get hit in the arm and go ah. It's so stupid.
Like calm down, that stupid scream. Probably be on crack.
Guys, thanks for checking out the show. If you like this show, maybe you want to check out Shipwreck Mondays. We do that show every Monday, and we do the show every Friday.
9 a.m. Eastern time.
You want to catch the show? 9 a.m. Eastern time, baby. What is that? Western.
West side?
Yeah, what would that be like at?
6 a.m.
6
a.m. So make sure you hit that notification button so you'll be notified.
Hit that notification button.
No, because it helps us out a lot.
Like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe. Yeah, please, though. Please.
Yeah, it really means a lot.
I need to eat. I'm starving. Just don't pay the bills. We need to monetize this.
Monetize.
I'm getting free content.
Free content. Our time.
Throw
but
it's
fun though.
Yeah, it's the best part of my day, really.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean I love coming here talking. The best part. Episode 8 though.
Yeah, almost
2 months. We 2 months in now.
Consistently well too so far. So
yeah, done a shit ton of content within those 2 months too, with 4 React videos and then all 4 Shipwreck Mondays now.
Yeah, 4.
Is it 4? I don't know. We're slacking a couple weeks on the Shipwreck Mondays.
Yeah. So what's the topic today?
Well, before we get into our topic, I kind of want to talk about. Did you see those new? You see the new astronaut suits?
Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah. This look futuristic, right?
Yeah, they showed these a year or two ago. They were working on them. Those suits.
Have you seen Ad Astra?
That sounds familiar.
It's with the movie with Brad Pitt where he goes into space to find his dad.
No, but that sounds good. Brad Pitt's in it?
Yeah, it's boring. I fell asleep.
Is it cosmic space or normal space?
It's realistically.
Future Earth kind of, not future Earth, but
yeah,
what's that movie? The Will Smith movie?
Gemini Man?
No.
You're talking about
After
the sun,
Earth?
right?
Is it something like that?
After Earth.
It's like a futuristic space movie or a normal space?
It's normal space. I don't think there's sci-fi elements to it.
Yeah, okay. I lost interest in.
Anyway, he has the same it's almost like the same suit, which I guess that's what they base it on. They try to use the realistic,
sleek design.
Yeah, they look.
I think Interstellar does the same thing, right? Interstellar uses slim suits.
Yeah, it kind of looks like and it's along those lines too.
Yeah.
Are we in the future yet? Is that?
It looks futurist. That's the thing. I think Elon is futurist. So.
I dead ass thought we still use the same old bulky.
They do
suits. They do.
Yeah.
So wait, is that because I when I was seeing them pull up and stuff, they're they pulled up in the new sleek suits, right? And then they also got they were getting pulled with Tesla cars, and I'm is this SpaceX?
Yeah, SpaceX.
But apparently, it's SpaceX.
Yeah, SpaceX. Elon Musk.
Sure? Because it said NASA.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused of, because SpaceX and NASA are completely different companies.
Yeah.
And I guess they partner
NASA's
with each other or something.
Government funded.
Yeah, SpaceX has to be too, right? You can't just do that yourself, can you?
Yeah, I think so.
You
have to get I would assume you have to get permits, but I'm sure Elon Musk is funding
his own stuff
himself, because if the government wanted to fund it, they would just fund NASA, but NASA had to take a bunch of cuts.
Is there hypothetically we build a rocket? Would it be illegal to go to space? Is that a thing?
There's a guy that I remember. Do you remember this dude that wanted to prove the Earth is flat, and he tied his a chair, or no,
balloons.
Okay, so I was thinking that he tied a bunch of balloons to a chair, but I think he built his own rocket.
Is it dedicated?
And he actually did it. He went to orbit.
No way.
But then he was like gonna try it again, and then his like rocket blew up.
His rocket blew up?
Yeah, he died.
No.
He was a flat. I'm not kidding. He was a flat earther. He wanted to prove that the Earth is flat.
I'm laughing.
So he built a rocket, and it worked like the first time. I think it was like, I don't know if he was in it or not, but I know he got it up in space, right? But the second time that he did it, he put himself in the rocket, and it blew up.
Overheated.
I don't know. I didn't read into it, but I just know that he died.
Dude, flat Earth is one of the dumbest things. People actually believe that. Call me out if you want in the comments. It's fake. It's not.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm shooting guns here. It's stupid.
It's pretty stupid.
Yeah. People think everything's a conspiracy.
They boring ass life.
They think the moon landing was fake. It's all TV, special effects in the 60s.
I mean, it could be.
It's not.
Who knows?
You can legit see the footprint up there.
Can you?
Yeah.
See it from right now?
Your telescope. Unless solar winds may like turn to like put the moon sand on it or something.
I think it's funny, like the moon is just a big rock.
It's actually a piece of the Earth, if I'm not mistaken. It's Earth. I guess a big crater hit it, or something collided with Earth before like anything existed, and it just formed around the moon and it created the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Yeah. It's not that big actually. It's about big as the
it's
United
really small,
States.
actually.
Yeah. All right, size of the United States, I think. So.
You think we could like build a moon base up on there?
That's been.
Do we have them? Has there been a? No, there's no moon base, right?
They want to do that though. It's in there we can do that. You can put like a big dome.
Have you ever seen like what is that movie, The Martian, with
Oh, you're talking about
with
Matt Damon.
where he gets stuck on Mars and he grows like potatoes from his own shit.
Yeah, crops. Yeah.
It's like, is that like if we had a moon base, is that what we'd have to be doing?
I've never seen it, but I've seen that clip on YouTube. Yeah, but I know the movie's
it's a pretty
about.
good movie.
Yeah,
I watched it forever ago though, but
like a 2014 film seems like 2013.
You know, they think the Nazis like have they made a moon base. and like in Wolfenstein, that's like the last part of the mission is like you go to the Nazi moon base.
Isn't like Wolfenstein like Nazis progress in science and stuff?
Yeah, it's like they took over.
Because there's been like known cases.
It's like if like we lost the war to the Nazis, and that's the premise of the game. It's like you wake up and the world is ruled by Nazis and shit.
Yeah, weird. I never played that series, but I heard the lore of it like that. But some Nazis did do like weird experiments and stuff. Like they used to like I learned in school like they used to experiment on twins, and like
they had like this huge thing about like twins.
Yeah, if like one get hurt, the other one fell out of some mess.
You know, it's really fucked up that like that's why like our medicine and like is so good now and stuff. Like why hospitals can do all this crazy shit is because of Nazis.
Apparently NASA.
Like,
apparently NASA was created by Nazis, right? From what I heard. But is that true?
Created? I don't want to say that it was created, but I know they had like a lot of Nazis like working in NASA and shit.
Was it confirmed or just some Alex Jones mess?
Yeah, it's 100%. They had like what is that? Von Stein or whatever. Some guy.
Yeah,
I can't remember his German name. Whatever.
People said Disney was too, like some Nazis influence with Walt Disney himself.
We got like a ton of Nazis from the war.
Yeah, Jesus.
What was it? Project Paperclip. It was like we had. I've been watching a lot of X-Files. That's how I know that.
This is get you all your information from not from Google, but actually like, X-Files.
I finally like took a break from watching X-Files and started watching Avatar. What a top tier show!
Fantastic show. You should watch on Netflix, guys. You haven't seen it. Amazing show.
Yeah, it's really good. Really well written too.
Well made in general, like comedy, action,
like the writing and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about. If you guys have never seen the show, I'm sorry, but most of you probably have seen this.
Our audience should be
kind of getting
a
little bit. There's one. So the beach episode in the third season. What the fuck was that? It was. I guess I blocked this out of my memory as a child. But like, what was that episode where they're all like moody and they're all teenagers? And I was like,
Man, they are still
big...
they're all still teens. This is cool about it. They still have these teeny emotions.
But like when they're like just sitting there riffing, like, oh, I'm so angry.
Like talking about the Angus teen scene at the end.
Yeah,
they
like
all
when
like
they're
complaining at the fire.
Right. I was like, why are they revealing all this information?
Azula didn't care. She was like sitting there chilling. And
then even Azula was like, it was so weird to see, because like at the end of season 2, you think like, oh, they're gonna like, they're not like, oh, like, you know, Zuko's gonna turn over to a good side. Nope. It's not until I think they should have because like I know he does eventually turn good, but
yeah, season
it's not
3
until the end of the season, right?
That's one of my favorite. That's my criticisms. I mean, it's still fantastic how they do it. It just like I wish there was more episodes
like,
with Zuko and
he should have
team.
definitely
Came in earlier.
I think season 2 should have ended with him like crossing over, because like they teased that at the end of season 2, but then they totally made him like,
cross back his uncle. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I'm like,
I see why to make it more dramatic. Oh, he messed up, like truly here, and like season 3, he finally sees the bigger picture here. God, the show's so good. I didn't know it was gonna become an Avatar podcast. I can go on the entire podcast talking about Avatar: Last Airbender, because I want to start Korra again. Have you seen Legend of Korra?
No, but like I've heard that it's not good. I heard like the fight scenes are top tier, but the story is kind of mediocre.
I heard it,
but I've never watched it, so I can't really say much.
When it came out, it came at a wrong time for me, I guess. And I guess for people our age.
When did it come out? Did it come out like
on Nickelodeon?
So when all right? So when did it come out?
Like around 2009, 2010. No, maybe 2012. I don't know. Around that area. And
did it? Did it come out on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it's still a Nickelodeon show. But if I remember around the time, I think it was in AI, it was still going on. They had to like stream it instead. I guess Nickelodeon started producing it on their channel, so they put it on the websites instead.
Like, there was like it was getting more mature, right?
Yeah. When did it come out?
God damn it. Let's see. It came out 2012.
That was right. Okay. Yeah. When it ended. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. I watched like the first few episodes and it just didn't grab my attention at all at the time. I think my mindset was completely different around that time though. That's why I'm gonna give it a second chance.
See, like, so I have a confession to make. When I first started watching Avatar, I did not like it as a kid. I watched it because it was on, but I really didn't care for it. Mm-hmm. Like, and I kind of went through my entire life. It's like, yeah, Avatar was like, for me. But now that it came back on Netflix and everyone has been talking about it and shit, I was like, okay, let me give this a second try. And now I'm like, wow, this show is really good. And it's like all I've been watching lately.
I watched it like when I was a kid, around the time it came out. I remember when it first came out. Me and my friend at the time, Chris, we used to go on a bus and talk about like every episode every time we get on the bus. Because he like every time I look at Aang, he reminds me of Chris. So every time I see Aang, I just think of that guy, Chris.
Just a cheerful kid.
Yeah. I used to call him the Avatar and all that stuff. Yeah.
Did you watch did you like the first like couple episodes of the first season?
Yeah. I enjoyed it throughout. I didn't have any problems with it.
I feel like those are like the weakest.
They are the weakest.
And I feel like once it kind of gets towards the
mid to season
later
2.
episodes of season 1 and then from there on in it gets really good.
Yeah. It's just building characters.
When it's being more mature, it's like the best.
Yeah. I think
I think the reason I never liked. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I think the reason I liked it so much, or I didn't like it as a kid, is because they just would re-air those episodes and it just never really moved the story. But the episodes with like Zuko and then like, you know, when they're in Boston Say, those were always interesting.
Yeah.
But it was all, I think they constantly re-aired those first episodes and just never grabbed my attention as a kid.
I remember when they were promoting the last ending, like around the ending of the last season on Nickelodeon, like Soldier's Common, they did like an entire marathon.
Right. Yeah. I remember that. Like they were hyping it up so much. Yeah. And I was thinking that it ended on Sozin's Comet, but it doesn't, right?
It does. Ends on Sozin's Comet.
No. It wasn't Sozin's Comet that I was remembering. It's the solar eclipse. They were hyping the eclipse up really hard.
Yeah.
And I thought that's like, and for some reason, I thought that was the end of season 2.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's so hard. Is like, I way prefer to watch something on Netflix now because I can watch it straight through.
That's what I've been
the way
doing.
it was like intended.
And it's so much better. Like it was like one nights where I like one more episode, and I kept doing it over and over and over again. They're like 3 nights ago. So I watched like 4 episodes every time. I told myself I need to go to bed. I just kept watching it, and when it ended, I miss it already. That's how much. Like I'm legit want to buy the comic book. The comic book takes place like after the series, the original series, and before Korra. Like I want to read those.
When does Korra take place? Like how many years afterwards?
See, it's funny. As you watch Korra, it seemed like so I guess it's around the steam age of our time. When is it, like 1800s?
Yeah.
So because Korra, no, it's
late
70
1800s,
years.
early 1900s.
It's
Probably.
70 years after the original series.
It's 70.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know anything about Legend of Korra.
I know really, really small pieces enough, but I only have enough to fully explain the entire story. But if you watch Avatar, Aang has to die to be reincarnated to Korra.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Aang is dead. But
there's like a guy that looks like Aang. So I was thinking that like
that's
maybe
his
that
son,
was
I believe. I think that was his son or
that's
grandson.
His son.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
That's his son or grandson. I can't remember. So there's more air monks now, because Aang retaught people, airbending and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's old in this show, so like Toph and all of that. I remember saying Toph in one random episode. Zuko looks like his grandfather. I can't remember what Katara looks like. I'm not sure if she's alive or not. It's faint in memory core. I didn't really pay attention at the time. I gotta give it a second chance.
Are you gonna rewatch it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it now. I'm just like an Avatar mood right now. Like it's just so good. Like
it's not on Netflix, right?
I checked as soon as the first season ended. The first series ended. It's on Amazon Prime, which I have. But I'm still trying to get used to Amazon Prime. Like, do you gotta pay you?
I hate that interface. I hate it so much. I have it too, but I'd never watch anything on there. The only thing I ever watched on Amazon Prime is like I started watching Justified on there. Hey, why are you laughing? It's such a good show.
You're like the only man on earth that watches that.
No way, dude.
You only watch it because it's in your town.
So good.
No,
tripping.
I was watching Justice League Apocalypse War. That's when I got Amazon Prime for the recent DC animated film. You should watch that. It's a messed up movie.
DC films always got like the best animated film.
Dude, so awesome, dude.
They're always good.
So good, yeah.
What was it, Justice League Dark?
Yeah.
Like Darkseid comes and then and that shit had me dying. Like there was a part of the movie like where it was like Green Lantern. He was like, "Guys, don't worry, I got this." And then like a bunch of Darkseid goons started beating the shit out.
Parademons.
Yeah.
The DC owns the animated department, dude. I wish Marvel was at the league with animated films.
God, yeah.
Marvel used to do animated films.
So weak, right?
They used to do animated films, but it just stopped. I don't know why.
Did they have anything that was good? Like they had any bangers?
They had bangers, in my opinion, at least. But they're not.
What bangers?
Wolverine versus the Hulk. The Ultimate Avengers films with the Ultimate Universe. See, this that they're not much. They used to do a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Hulk versus, I think. That's when Hulk goes to Asgard. He's like unstoppable force.
Right.
I think that's what it's called.
I know they did like Planet. They did like Planet Hulk.
Yeah, Planet Hulk. That's what I was thinking of too. Planet Hulk. Yeah, Planet Hulk.
I've never seen that advertised, but like DC has had their animated films on lockdown for years.
Yeah, for years. See, it's funny how
even back like
it's funny how like Marvel has the live action lockdown.
Yeah.
DC has the animated films lockdown. Like they're so good with animated films. Like you seen Superman Red Son yet? Amazing movie.
No.
It's different from the comic book though.
I've been
amazing.
slacking for the longest time for their animated films. I really need to get back into them. They're really good.
They're all
There's
good
like
movies.
There's a bunch of movies I want to check out. Like I want to check out like Batman Gaslight. I
didn't watch that yet. Yeah, I didn't watch that.
No, not yet.
What else came out? Flashpoint's my favorite DC animated film.
Flashpoint's great.
Flashpoint Paradox. I watched it in high school. That was so good.
I watched that not too long ago. It was like a couple years ago.
Yeah. they're all the new ones, the current ones. See, the recent film is the end of the new 52 animated film series.
What is the film with the there's a guy with a trench coat on it. It's like their latest film.
Hush?
Is it? No, I don't think that's it.
Oh, you're talking about Justice League Dark with Constantine? With Constantine? Yeah, I didn't watch that either.
Oh, is that Constantine?
Yeah.
Maybe that's who that is.
So he's the main character in the recent film too. It takes place after that one. The way they structure the animated films are like the MCU universe, like they're all connected films. But Flashpoint, the Flashpoint movie is the reboot of the DC animated films.
Yeah, right. So Flashpoint came out in 2013, and then they had Justice League War 2014.
Yeah, that's when
Son of Batman. I think I've watched Son of Batman.
I did too. That's Damian. Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen that. Then they have Justice League Throne of Atlantis.
Yes, that's
Batman v Robin.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Batman v Blood. Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Justice League Teen Titan. I remember when Teen Titan came out.
It was okay. Teen Titan. What's the Teen Titans movie called again? It was mediocre to me.
They have two of them. They have Justice League versus Teen Titans.
I didn't watch that one.
Teen Titans, the something.
I think I seen the first Teen Titans one.
They have a Suicide Squad movie?
Yeah, I seen that one too. Yeah, yes, I forgot I seen that. Yeah, I seen that one too. It takes place in Asylum. Some mess.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have Death of Superman.
Yeah.
Reign of Superman.
Yeah.
Batman Hush.
I didn't see Hush yet.
Looks like the last one they got is Wonder Woman Bloodlines, which is 2019.
She can animate a film? I didn't see anything about that.
It already came out. It came out last year.
I seen no one talk about that. What it look like? I'll look at it later, but I did not know she had an animated film last year. I know.
Did it get? Maybe it didn't get good reviews.
Did coronavirus push it back or something?
No, it didn't get. It got released.
It got released. I haven't heard anything about this, dude. Oh my god. That's weird.
What is Batman Hush?
It's the Hush storyline. It's a comic book. I think I never read Hush. I think Poison Ivy. I remember there's like one panel she corrupts Superman with hormones or something and take control of him, and Batman has to fight Superman.
I always see these at like Target and stuff, but I just never pick them up.
They're worth to buy.
Probably should. I mean, they really do. They really do hit it out of the park for their films.
Yeah.
Even though that you won't agree with me on this, I love Batman Ninja.
The movie was terrible. That's legit. That's one of the movies where I have moments where like this is awful.
But like storyline, yeah, it's kind of fucking stupid. But like creativity wise, like
is it
of how they incorporate, like yeah, it's fucking cool.
It's lame.
Someone had an idea to like. They had just an art style idea. They're like, okay, how can we make this like, samurai ninjas?
Batman is a ninja.
Ronin, all that shit. Like, and how can we make it Japanese as hell? And I think they hit it on that all fronts with like that. It's like visually, it's really nice to watch. Now, if you turn your brain on and start trying to follow the story, it turns into pure dog shit. But
it is
visually, I enjoyed it a lot.
Stupid movie.
But I have the ability to turn my brain off on watching some garbage.
It depends how garbage it is. If it's too garbage, I can't watch it.
Like Kong.
No, Kong is
I said when we watched Kong, I was like, I hate this fucking story so much.
The way you describe the way you describe Batman Ninja is how I feel about Kong. So I kind of get you there.
Like stylized, it's beautiful,
yeah.
And I'd agree with you with that. That scene with like Samuel Jackson in Kong.
Or the fire thing, he does like that.
Yeah, with the fire, that's like the best shot in that movie.
Hey, I watched.
But like, there's some dumb shit in that movie.
So last night I finally watched Uncut Gems. Have you seen this yet?
No. So I saw that tweet and I was like, dude, man, I need to watch Uncut Gems.
Watch it tonight. It's one of the most stressful movies I've ever seen. Yeah, I really mean by that.
I was like, how's he mean stressful?
God, it's like your blood pressure is up throughout the movie.
See, so is Adam Sandler good? Like this?
Yes,
this
is
a
his best
serious
movie
role
by far. Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a serious role since he did that 9/11 movie.
9/11
where his
movie.
wife. He did a movie like where this is like forever ago, but he had a movie where it's really sad. It's got Don Cheadle and Adam Sandler in it, and this dude, his like wife and kids die, and the
Sandler's kids
I think
die.
they died in 9/11, and he is like he lost his whole family in 9/11, and he keeps repeating the same stuff every single day. So like apparently like the day that they died, he was supposed to like repaint their kitchen and stuff, and he just keeps doing it over and over and over. And then Don Cheadle is like a psychologist that I guess if I remember this correctly, they were friends from high school, and he helps him. And the movie's sad as shit.
Sounds depressing.
I don't know if it did good, but it's really I liked it a lot.
Hey, by the way, Uncut Gems is an A24 movie.
Yeah,
This is an independent company or something?
it's a movie studio.
I might go like a binge watch these movies made by them. Because they make some creative things.
I know, yeah. Like A24, like that people think like A24 has a unique style. Like their movies are shot in a way, I guess like they have a studio direction and they hire certain directors that show a style.
It reminds me how Netflix manage their things. How like it's the director creativity sparks the most. It doesn't feel like a Hollywood corporate type of movie, like a structure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do very like
I remember you took me to.
I don't know. I don't even know what style I would call it, but like they did Midsommar, they did The Lighthouse, they did Hereditary. Have you watched Hereditary yet?
I had no interest.
You need to watch Hereditary. They did Moonlight.
What's that movie? Me, Audrey went. I have no idea what it was. We just walked in and watched it. It was by A24. It's like it's a post-apocalyptic world, and his family visit his house, and they told him like, "Don't go back in the back of some mess."
It comes at night.
Yeah, are you saying that? Was that with you?
I thought you watched that with me.
Oh no, me, Audrey went.
Huh.
Then
it comes at night. So I thought It Comes at Night was gonna be like a super scary movie.
Yeah, it's a thriller.
It wasn't like that scary at all. But what was that?
Lights out.
Mild spoilers. There was a weird ass scene with a kid at the end of that movie.
I can't. It's been so long. I remember they go in the back, right?
I don't think a lot of people remember this movie. So if you haven't seen it, pause this podcast, go watch it. Actually, I mean, if you have no interest, I'm about to spoil a scene from the movie. It's not that big of a deal though. There's like a random scene where the kid. So they have a family, the mom, dad, and a son.
Yeah. And
then they have like a family come in.
Like a white family comes in.
Right? But you don't know what's going on. It's like there's like some kind of creatures or whatever outside, but I don't think they ever really show them.
Never showed you. Yeah.
And so I was like hyping up. I'm like, oh shit, like we're gonna finally get to see some like monsters. And that's all I thought this movie was gonna be, and no, it wasn't. But there's this weird scene like where the girl like is like fucking this kid.
I remember now.
Yeah, it was like really weird, right? And then
she was like way older than him too, wasn't she?
Yeah, way older. He was like a teenager. And then I think the movie just ends, but you don't know if the kid was just like dreaming that or not. The movie's fucking odd. I watched this shit in theaters.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't he kept thinking about her before this?
Yeah, he was like obsessed with her.
Obsessed with her.
So it could be in like either an
artsy film.
Like he could just imagine it, or he could have like it actually could have happened, but you don't really know.
But
that's like how A20 Films movies kind of are.
What's that movie called? With the guy from The Office and Emily Blunt, the monsters in that movie. What's that movie called?
Quiet Place.
Is that A24? The original, at least. It feels like an A24 movie.
I don't think so. That got delayed, right?
I think it came out, right? I have no interest in the sequel.
I mean, not obviously not the first one, but the second one.
I love the first one, but I have like no interest in the sequel.
I don't think they need a sequel. I think they ended it perfectly fine the way it did without needing a sequel. Why does Avatar need 5 movies? We do not need 5 fucking Avatar movies.
A trilogy is fine, but 5 movies? What are you gonna do with that?
And then how do you like sign a deal for 5 movies? Like, After like I don't think it was like right after the first one, they were like, okay, we're gonna make 4 more of these bitches. Like what?
This is gonna be worse than Godzilla King of Monsters.
Like the other like 3.
In terms of sequels. No one remembered this movie other than the CGI. That's what it was known for. It came out like 10 years ago. Like, it's too late for a sequel.
Paramount did Quiet Place.
Okay, it's like an A24 movie though. Good movie. Like Avatar, I like the first one. It's okay, but
you really like it?
Yeah, I think it's an okay movie. I think it's a beautiful looking movie. But actually, look at it now, the CG is still dated. But
well, that's the whole thing with what's his face, the director,
James Cameron.
That's his whole thing. Is like he like waited around for. Because we knew about Avatar forever, but he wanted to wait for the technology to catch up.
It took him like 12 years to make, right? Since Titanic, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It took him forever. But I mean, like, what if they made like Titanic 2?
I love Titanic. I have it on VHS. Love that movie. I used to watch it all the time.
Look. So here's my pitch for Titanic 2. It's modern day. It's a new ship.
The ghost of the ship.
It's gender. The genders are swapped. So we're gonna have a rich man and a poor woman. And then Jack is going to fucking drown her at the end of the movie. It's gonna be misogynic as hell.
Yeah, she can record with Twitter. She gonna be on live.
Is she going to Instagram live and she gonna?
You let this her phone. Guys, we need help. You think people would be mad if they remake Titanic?
Would they be mad if they remade it? But they do a twist. They have like coronavirus on the cruise ship.
Oh, is that cruise ship that happened?
The Titanic was like a cruise ship, right?
Okay, just a ship. It's a huge ship.
They were so cocky with the Titanic because they said that shit wasn't gonna sink. I think there was like a motto, right? Like it was like the unsinkable ship.
No, they're remaking Miss Doubtfire. I don't know how to feel about that. I love that movie.
They said they were gonna do that. Wait, there's a Titanic 2?
No, it's not. It can't be.
It's from 2010.
It's Kate. What's her name?
It's gotta be fake. It's gotta be. It looks like a sci-fi movie. It looks so stupid. It can't be real.
Dude, I went to Walmart the other day and I saw a Pacific Rim ripoff in the DVD section.
Dude, they made so many of those on Sci-Fi Channel. Like, what was it?
Atlantic Rim.
It's like Atlantic Rim.
It wasn't that one.
Like that.
It's like a different one, but it's like all Asian cast. I don't know what movie they're
like they do that for like Bollywood and Korea and stuff. Like,
I'm trying to send it to you later. It's like a Pacific Rim ripoff.
Please,
like the motto was like, to correct the future, you must correct your past or some mess. I forgot. I should have sent this picture.
Time travel.
Yeah, something. I don't know. But you can tell it's like a cheap knockoff at the time.
I used to eat that shit up.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
You just remember those
sci-fi
two-headed shark versus giant octopus.
So like boa versus anaconda.
I was eating as a child, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Like boa versus anaconda. Like
yeah, the boa versus anaconda ones.
You're trying to like find like, because as a kid you don't see the human subplots. You want to see the monsters fight each other.
You just want to see the cool action shit. I mean that's the reason. That's the whole reason like Sharknado has done well as it has, because people don't fucking care.
Yeah, that's what it's famous for. It's famous because it's being terrible and they're aware of it. It's like 6 of them now, right?
Right, and they keep getting dumber.
Yeah, the first one I was like, that's one of the first few movies that I had. Like, I just couldn't finish. It was terrible.
Right.
Yeah, and
but it's like the absurd. I love how Tara Reid is like in a bunch of those.
That's sad.
Yeah, she had a fell off hard.
Drug addict, right?
Yeah, she had like I don't want to say drugs, but definitely alcohol.
Because she used to be those teens, 90s, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Movies. I know, yeah, she used to be like big, huge. She's always playing the hot girl and stuff.
Hot girl, yeah.
I got to her. Tara Reid fell off fucking hard.
No, what's name was in those movies? David Hasselhoff was in those movies too, if I'm not mistaken.
And Sharknado.
Actually, he's a big sci-fi icon.
I have.
He's in a lot of those movies.
Sharknado.
Really?
Despite me loving like garbage movies like that, I have just never sat down and watched it.
I remember one scene. I guess Terry's dad, I think. And she they was at a bar and he like brings a chair and everyone else had like a bat or a chainsaw. He brings a stool and he's like he hits a shark and blood splats everywhere. Now, in a recent film, they go in space. And he
you know what? And Tara Reid's in it, right? She's still in these movies.
Yeah. He goes into space, the main guy, and I think he like goes to like to survive, he gets a chainsaw. That's his iconic weapon since the first movie. That's his signature weapon there. So he has chainsaw arms, I think, or something. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's stupid. They're in space.
This is the sixth movie?
Yeah, he jumps inside a shark to survive. So he lands, he comes out, and he saves a baby with the shark. He lands on the beach. It sounds like I'm making this up. But it's like, you can go on YouTube.
No, it does. It sounds like a fucking like far-fetched story.
Yeah, it's like just so stupid.
They're trying to make they probably wrote this in a day.
Yeah.
They dead ass. It was probably like two guys. They
smoking
just sat in a
weed.
room,
Like you know what'd be funny?
Weed.
Like
it'd be great.
That's exactly how it started off.
The storyboard artist had to go probably banana, like just go wild on this shit.
And
you want me to draw what? You want me to imagine this? So imagine he doesn't have arms. He just has chainsaw for arms. There's sharks in space.
If you watch the first one,
breathe?
You will laugh.
Fucking breathe. It's a bunch of dead meat floating around.
If you watch the first one, you'll laugh at this single shot. It happened at least 5 times during the movie. It's the exact same shot of the ocean. You're like, this is gray CG water. And like, oh, the shark is coming. You need to watch that movie. Later,
the sharks are coming.
Yeah, you need to look at that trailer. I mean, that scene. It's so funny. It's like the same shot. It's water. It's like gray and CG. Because sci-fi is terrible CG.
Yeah. It's all low budget. I remember watching like Anaconda 5.
You know, the first one's in theater, so that was a legit movie.
Yeah, it had Ice Cubes and
Jennifer Lopez.
Who's the girl? Yeah, and then what's the other guy?
That weird dude. He's always been creepy.
He looked like Michael Caine's brother or something.
He reminded me of Anthony Hopkins, but it wasn't him.
Wait, it might be Anthony Hopkins.
I don't know this guy's name. He's in Transformers 2 for 6 or 7. That guy always in every time I see him, I think of Anaconda. That's what I know him for.
I remember like seeing it's like one of those stupid like videos, YouTube videos from like 2006 with what is that music called? Oh, the hypercam,
hypercam register
hypercam 2. And then what was the music?
It's called like Dreamscape.
Dreamscape, that's what it is.
The Dreamscape.
And then they would have like world's biggest snake.
In 2008.
Let's see. Okay, the cast.
What's that guy's name? When did Anaconda come out? 95, 96?
No way. Is it really that old? This used to be my favorite movie as a kid, right?
Yeah, same.
Like, my parents would always... I would always be watching it. I don't know how... I don't know why it played on so much, because, like, I guess we had HBO. And, like, every time that shit would come on, I'd just be watching, because I'd be like, oh, big, scary monster.
I'm not sure if we even owned that movie. I don't know how I watched it, but I've seen it so many times when I was younger.
John Voight?
John Voight?
John Voight, that's his name.
See, I know him for Anaconda.
What is he in? I've seen... Oh, he's in Midnight Cowboy.
What's that?
Deliverance. He won Academy Award for best actor.
He's a creepy guy. The way he looks.
Anthony Hopkins is also a creepy guy.
Yeah. Anthony Hopkins reminds me of like Denzel Washington in terms of like, don't joke around those guys because they seem like they take everything too seriously. No, Anthony Hopkins in Transformers 5. He was needed some money for that.
Who?
Anthony Hopkins in Transformers 5.
Oh, right. I did. Yeah, he is in Transformers 5.
Yeah.
They had to get. Well, you know that shit makes money.
Mark
I mean, they
Wahlberg.
probably had like $2 billion under their belt for the budget.
Transformers 4 is a good movie.
But it's not even for the American audience at this point. It's for the China audience.
Yeah,
China loves fucking Transformers.
No, they love Mark Wahlberg. That's what they love. I'm Mark Wahlberg. It's a Transformer. Why you talk like that?
They
I don't
had
know,
the balls.
Where's Boomby? I'm breathing so hard.
They had the balls to put a whole fucking
fantastic
Bud Light
movie.
commercial.
The fourth one's a good movie.
Never forget. I was sitting in the theater and I was fuming. I was like, I watched this on TV like the other day. They just put the whole scene.
You watched on TV?
The Bud White, he like cracks it open. He's like starts drinking. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. It's awful.
That's how they get their budget.
Notice entire films are like product placement, cars, and all that stuff. It's literally
Beats like
yeah.
Oh,
so you just one thing I hate about product placement, how they pit it to the camera so obviously. Like,
well, that movie's like, I mean, some movies are a little bit more subtle about it, but that movie's like blatantly taking a gun to my and shooting you in the face with it.
Like, buy this product for me. Yeah.
And I guess the more money they get from the product, the more they have to show it. And I'm assuming that since like Transformers 4 was such a fucking big budget movie that they had to do probably a lot.
I think that's the one it was marketed to China the most. That was the first one that did that. So that's the one that Dinobots when they first came out, not mistaken. Age of Extinction was called, right? The fifth one's garbage, dude. Awful movie.
Never bothered to watch it. I was like, oh, I'm done.
I
was really done after the fourth one.
I'll never forget when I was in theaters texting you live while I'm watching it. Like this is awful. And like I called
I remember
plot.
that. I remember you were like, I'm sitting in the theater and this movie's garbage. You watched it with what, your dad?
My family, in Florida, yeah. And that we also seen what's name that week too. Tarzan. That was a great movie. You seen that remake?
No.
Tarzan, good movie.
That's forgettable. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came in one.
It is forgettable, but it was a good movie.
You know what I watched in Florida when I was a kid?
You tell me about this.
The 2003 Hulk. The Ang Lee Hulk. I watched that in Florida as a kid.
That movie means a lot to me when I was younger.
There was a hurricane going on in 2003.
Isabel, you in the worst place possible. How did you survive that?
My dad and my brother was fishing a
event
tournament.
Yeah.
During Florida, I'm like, and I was like just sitting there chilling. I went to Disneyland. That made me mad as fuck, dude. I went to Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
They took me to Disneyland in the middle of the night. And I went at a restaurant, ate, and fell asleep. Didn't even do anything.
You fell asleep at Disneyland?
Experience the park.
So you went to a restaurant?
They didn't take me inside Disneyland. Maybe like I just went because don't they have like shops outside of Disneyland or something?
It's been a minute since I've been to Disneyland. Can't remember. I'm thinking about Universal Studios. How like
I mean, I definitely know Universal Studio does that.
It has like outskirts of its restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
Then inside's the park and stuff. God, it's so beautiful down there. I actually miss Florida. I was talking about this like a month ago.
You miss Florida?
Yeah, I love it down there. You hate Florida?
So fucking hot, dry.
Yeah, I love going on there. Like I've been so many times though. Like it kind of feels like when I first went in 2007. It's like, oh my god, that's insane. That's the first time I ever been like really far away. But now we went so many times. It's like, oh, we're going to Florida now.
I never liked Florida.
I mean, liked it?
No. Have you ever been to Daytona? Daytona was like the worst place I've ever been to.
I think
Florida.
We passed Daytona Beach.
It was garbage. I went to Daytona Beach. It was bad. It was like, so like wrung out and it just dried up. You can tell that it used to be it used to be a huge spot, right? Mm-hmm. But it's just kind of like what is it like when something dies? Like it's just old and dried up.
Dried up stuff over there.
Yeah, it's just like it's a remnants of like what you like a in a popular spot.
That's how that.
It's not like that anymore.
Remember I did that bungee cord thing I put on. I showed you guys.
Yeah.
That's like a little park, and it's kind of in that position too, where it's kind of like becoming a shell of its former self.
Right. That's a good word for it. Because
when I first went there, it's like bigger than it was, and like I don't know. I guess it's losing money in the area or something.
It has to be.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not the same as I was.
I mean, the pride. I mean, the pride of like Florida's like the beach and then Disneyland. But is it Disneyland or Disney World? It's in.
We have Disney World's Florida. Disneyland is in
California.
I think Disney World is bigger, if I'm not mistaken.
But Universal Studios though is the funnest fucking place to be at. I love Universal Studios.
Or Island Adventures. They're all awesome.
I gotta when I go, it's like I get all the parks and I can just go through you need like at least 4 days to do everything as much as you want.
Well, Universal Studios, we did it in days. We did it in a day. Universal Studios.
You know the awesome thing about like Universal Studios is if you're like a single passenger, you can go in the fast lane.
You can?
Yeah, if you're just like going by yourself, you can have so much fun because you can just go in the fast lane.
God, I miss it.
Because you're a single rider, and they need single riders to fill up the spots. I rode so many roller coasters just by myself because of that. I just would just zoom and I'm on the ride. I rode the mummy ride like 6 times in like 10 minutes.
You like that? Well, was it the best one? My favorite one was crap. What was it? It may have been Mummy. Was it like fire and like it?
Yeah, like I remember like the mummy ride was hot. Like because they shoot the flames like, and it's like this close to your head.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what theme it was. I can't. It maybe have been Mummy. You remember the Fast and Furious one? Because they do. You get on that little bus thing, and you drive. You're not really driving, but you know, like.
I don't think I rode the Fast and Furious ride.
You're just sitting down. It's not that epic. You see like characters.
Well,
for the
those
movies.
like,
Yeah.
I love the best part is like the motion rides. Those are, like
Transformers. Transformers one was cool too.
I love the Transformers one. That one was fucking cool. I did the Spider-Man one.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
The Mummy one. I'm trying to remember. That's maybe the craziest one.
But the Mummy one's like it's like live. It's like you're actually like going on the coaster.
Yeah.
And it has like a lot of drops and stuff, and then there's like fire.
Because when you walk in, I'm thinking of Harry Potter. Never mind. Harry Potter's the one I like.
Harry Potter one's probably my favorite.
Because the Harry Potter one, you walk into this like this room. It's
you
like,
gotta go down like
3
an
lines.
elevator and shit, right?
We didn't go elevator. We walked up the stairs.
Well, I know there's one where you have to go through Hogwarts.
Yeah, they're dragging the scene in front of you. Like you walk in.
You have to like go through all like, which I love how they have it set up. They know their lines are gonna be really fucking long, so they put a bunch of art and stuff so you can like kind of like it takes like I know the Hogwarts one, it's like it takes you like at least 6-7 minutes to walk through the line. If there was like no line at all, it would take you 6 or 7 minutes to walk through it.
Average for us to get on rides, but we managed to do all of them though. Maybe I'm just impatient.
But it's not that bad because that's like one of the beauty about like Universal Studios, like it's not overcrowded like Disneyland. Like Disneyland, you're there waiting for like 6 hours to get on a ride, right?
And it's basically
Universal. It's maybe like a 2-hour wait, if that.
You ever been to Gatorland?
If you get there early, I mean, like if you get there as soon as they open, it's even faster.
Yeah. You ever been to Busch Gardens?
No, I have never been to Busch Gardens. I have had a lot of people tell me it's fun, but I've looked it up and it really does not seem that fun.
It's just fun. I went there the first time 2 years ago. Went there twice in one summer. And I rode like the Griffin and all that stuff. So I got on the biggest rides, dude. I think I'm noticed to start. I think for adrenaline.
Like me too. I'm exactly the same way.
It's something you don't know to experience.
I love I love my heart racing and shit.
Yeah, because I got it like on front row seats on the biggest stuff.
Yeah, I love getting the front row.
Yeah.
Did you tell me you rode to go back to Universal Studios? Did you ride the Twin Dragon roller coaster?
You keep saying I can't remember what that was. You just bring this up every single time.
It's like the one with it has a red. There's a red side and a blue side to enter. It's the only roller coaster that has like 2 different entrances.
The one you play music on?
There's 2 different coasters and you're like cross-hashing. And it's 2 Twin Dragons. This ride is that's probably the craziest ride I've ever been on because when I got off, like everyone around me, we were dead ass like tripping over each other. You're so dizzy.
So dizzy.
Like just the whole world is doing this. There's so many loops. Like you're going upside down looping. It's like 6 times. It's so insane.
Yeah. What is this podcast about?
What is this podcast about? It's going. But yeah, I mean, like, that was probably one of my like between like that ride. It's like all the Harry Potter shit is like the best stuff at Universal.
Yeah.
Like all of it, and then going to the Harry Potter like town.
But yeah,
and getting butterbeer. Butterbeer is so good there. The frozen one.
They went to Krusty's Crab Shack. I mean Krusty's Burger Shack.
Krusty's Crab Shack. Krusty's the Krusty Burger.
Yeah, I got one.
I got me a big ass burger from there.
Burgers are huge.
Yeah, they fuck yeah. They're like $18 though.
You can buy like a donut, like a cake there, like a big huge donut for like a birthday cake. Yeah.
I love how you can like drink beer too, walk around the park and just drink big ass things of beer.
They shouldn't allow that, but they do that.
Yeah, it's great though.
Yeah,
it's crazy
get it.
that you can drink beer and then get on a ride.
What's someone get too drunk and it's like start fighting kids?
Did you ride the Simpson ride?
Simpsons?
Yeah.
The car? I may have. I can't remember. I do this every single time.
That was like the first ride I got on.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was
I went. I got into the park and went like right.
Mine was that big roller coaster when you walk in. You look onto your left side, the green grass field. It's like a little park inside of Universal. And then the first ride I went on was Shrek. You been on that? The 4D? It's not a really ride.
No, I didn't even do Shrek.
It's like a theater, and like it's take place after the first film. So what's his name? The little short midget guy. Farquaad. He comes back as a ghost. He takes over a dragon, and you getting chased by him. You gotta like sit in a seat and like it's like a 4D experience.
It's like it's 4D. It's like so the seat shake and stuff.
So I've been in 2007, and I was like blown away by this. Then I went again for the first time in years. Last year or the year before I went. When I go to Florida last year, was it last year?
I don't know. You go to Florida a lot, dude.
It's like my seventh time going.
Every year.
This is like my 7th time going. There was like one a year.
To the 7th time?
Yeah.
Jeez, I think I've only been to Florida like 3 times.
3 times, like a 7th time, 7, 8 time. That's why I said it's coming to the point where it's like, oh, we're going to Florida, and we know the area and all that. Yeah.
Now I've been at Myrtle Beach like 22,000 times.
So I've been there at least 2 or 3 times.
Because like back home, like when people were going on vacation, it was like almost every year you go to Myrtle Beach. That was like everyone's spot.
Mm-hmm. I only go there around September. That's the only time because it's my dad's birthday. That's the only reason we go down there. Because around like
when's your dad's birthday?
September 26th.
Oh.
Yeah, we go there around his birthday weekend. So like, I go there around like summertime. It's still kind of warm but getting cool.
Yeah.
But you still go to the beach.
I love when you enter. Like you can tell that you're getting around the beach because you can taste the salt in the air. Yeah. I love that. I love
that's how
it
is where I worked at.
Like you immediately know you're there.
Yeah, that's how it is where I work at. You can smell the seawater.
Yeah, there's something about like being on a beach that's so calming to me.
Yeah.
Maybe in a past life I was like a fish or something.
A fish.
I love like just being on the beach. It's like I love water, but I hate sand.
Like,
I hate the fucking sand.
You never been to the Outer Banks before, have you? Surprised you never been there before. The Outer Banks.
No. I don't think so. Where's that?
You know how North Carolina is? The the strip on the side. Like look at North Carolina on the map and like they're typing in right now called Outer Banks. That's why I worked at all down there. Yeah. Surprised your brother may have been there and fish.
Probably. I mean, my dad and brother have been literally.
They have to been down there.
Outer Banks,
North Carolina.
Cast. What? Is there a TV show?
No.
Oh, right. There is a TV show. North Carolina. Yeah. It's an island.
Yeah, this is where.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is where I work and stuff. And this is where I grew up here a little bit too. Yeah.
It's like a road.
Mm-hmm. Like a big strip.
And then it has like little islands and shit. That's cool, dude. This is where you works.
Mm-hmm. I've been on it all my life. Like an hour and a half away from me.
So, is that road just non-existent when there's a fucking hurricane?
I don't know. Hurricane season. Cause their houses down there are built on like those what is it, like beach house? You ever seen like a real beach house? That's how it looks down there.
Like you mean like on an island or something? Like
I mean like they got those things under their houses, so their houses are always high up for tides.
Right. They have like it's like the sticks.
Yeah, they have
or
those.
It's like poles, right?
They like thick woods or something like that.
Right.
They all down there like that. Or type in Duck County.
I would not live next to the beach though. That is so fucking.
It's like suicide.
Yeah, I mean, like eventually, because the water's coming up closer, right? Like it gets closer and closer every year.
Yeah.
Eventually, I mean, like that's what's happened to California. Eventually, like California is just gonna be water.
If that fault line break off, what, San Andreas area?
Yeah.
I
Like,
always made a joke. If I finally go to California, that's gonna happen. I've been saying this all my life. Knowing my luck, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna sink.
you know, as a kid, I always wanted to go to California, but now, like, as I get older, I'm just like, nah, I'm okay where I'm at.
I want to go there
don't
though.
need it.
But I heard it's like basic people who go there now. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
from California.
it's just like it's crowded. It's like overpopulated. There's too many
Yeah.
people.
There's been a big complaint about that for recent years.
Yeah,
People
it's
like-
like, they're like fucking. They're like people that are native there. They're like, leave,
Yeah,
please leave,
get away from there.
because everyone wants to move out there.
Yeah, I want to go out
I
there
wouldn't
though.
mind like living in like Seattle or somewhere.
Stayed on my mind. Seattle reminds me like a
But
retirement place.
Seattle's getting the same problem
Are they?
because like, yeah, they're like, well, it's the cost of living. I don't know if it's overcrowded, but the cost of living there is absurd.
Apparently,
Like it's like
well, go ahead.
stupid amount of money
I
to
think
live in Seattle.
California's minimum wage is like 14 or 15, right?
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
but it's because like you have to because it's like your rent is $3,000 a month for like 50 square foot.
That's why everyone got
Apartment.
roommates down there.
Yeah, like some people like don't break. Well, like people will get in relationships, right? And they'll break up, but they'll still live together.
God,
because they
that has
can't
to be a
afford
problem.
it.
That has to be a problem.
Yeah, that's a huge. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, like, could you imagine?
I wonder, you know how YouTubers and stuff are all in California, it's like a stereotype now. They all in Cali.
Yeah, they all move out to California. I mean, like, because I would just assume, I guess, because like, it's just because all the other
They can
YouTubers
communicate.
live in California,
So when is
so
it
they
gonna-
can like collab.
When is that going to happen in Georgia? Because Georgia's becoming the next Hollywood and whatever.
I think because of the fucking what was it, the abortion stuff.
Hmm?
Remember, like there was it's illegal to get an abortion in Georgia. They fucked up so much because a lot of people refused to come there. Just like in Charlotte with the trans rights bathroom thing, so many people boycotted to come to Charlotte because of the trans rights stuff.
Yeah.
It's so fucked. Like, and then so the East Side definitely needs some love. Like,
Yeah, Georgia was a spot. It was becoming the next big thing. I think it still is in Hollywood wise.
well, like for tax breaks so like that's why all those like film companies were coming out to Georgia to film
Yeah, film.
because Georgia was giving a bunch of tax breaks. So that's why they were all kind of like dipping out of California. But apparently that only lasted for so long. So like every 4 years, a new state will do something like that, and they'll move up to whatever new state.
Oh. Yeah, we need something. Yeah, you're right. Does New York count? That's more north though. We don't have nothing down here
That's
like
New
that.
York. I mean, that's like that's just East Side LA. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's more up north. I mean, you kind of just yeah, Georgia would be the spot. Or I mean, come to Charlotte.
Charlotte is one of those things, those cities to becoming that more like. I think Charlotte's more of a business TV kind of place, right?
It's definitely for stocks,
And
and how like I know like they say like Charlotte's great for people starting up businesses here.
yeah.
Like it's a lot of people just are business owners here.
Mhm.
But like it's like every other week there's a new brewery or some type new restaurant opening up here.
Yeah. I need to take more advantage of it too.
Extremely fast. We're like as growing.
Yeah, it started like I said. It started when we started college down here. That's when it started to pop off. At the round time we came down here. But it's nice to see it grow. It's becoming like you be saying. Like I remember when I first came back down here last summer. Apparently, Dave Chappelle was down here. No, Eddie Griffin was down here. One of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you talking
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah. You see a lot of celebrities down here now. It's so weird.
Michael Jordan has a house here.
Yeah, he's from here, right? Is he from Charlotte?
I don't know if he's from Charlotte, but I know he has a house here. He has a penthouse in the city.
There's a rapper that's from here too. One of the recent new guys. I forgot his name.
The Baby.
Yeah, he's from
I think
Charlotte.
yeah.
Yeah.
The South Park Mall. He got in a fight at the South Park Mall.
I still don't know where that's at.
It's right by my job. It's
Yeah.
like the
Hey,
really rich mall.
speaking of that, what happened? That video you sent me, I saw it on Twitter. What was that about?
They were having like a Trump rally, or I don't know what they were having. I guess it was a Trump rally, but like there were just like this lady with a flag, and like there was like 6 people with flags. They're all standing on the side of the road, and like where that lady was standing, I saw someone get hit standing there. Like they were standing like just too close to the road, like a couple months back, and they got hit by a car.
Yeah.
So where that lady was standing is like a super dangerous spot to be at. But they were having a bunch of like cars drive by. She was like doing all the most with this fucking flag. She
rally?
was like just the funniest shit with the flag. But the cars would like drive by, and they would all have like Trump flags and American flags on their car. One car was painted as American flag, and they were just honking the horns and stuff. And I'm like, I guess they're having a rally or something, but it's so weird that they're just doing it on the side of the street like that.
I'm not used to stuff like that because we didn't have it where I was at, like rallies. And I remember when I first came down here. No, it's a few years after I came down here. I don't know what I was doing, but I remember I was in Uptown with someone or by myself. I can't remember. And like I remember walking, and on my right side there's like this little rally or whatever about doomsday people. Right. I actually saw that. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of like people like saying the world going to end, blah blah blah. They were like holding up flyers and stuff, just shouting, and I just kept walking.
It's funny because like we're both of us is from small towns, and this place is just like a culture shock.
Yeah, that's the stuff you see on TV from
here.
Yeah. That's real.
But Charlotte's not even that big. It's not even like a big city or anything by no means. But like, it's huge to me.
Yeah,
like,
same. It's no New York or Atlanta, but it's still huge to me. Well, I think I'm getting more used to it. Now, Atlanta's a different breed.
God, yeah, fuck yeah, it is. I remember the first time I went to Atlanta. That was the first time I saw a prostitute and a hooker. It was a hooker and a, or I should say, I guess, sex worker. No. I hate that phrase.
Hey,
I hate that phrase.
That's entirely different. So is hooker considered a sex worker now? Like official person?
Yeah, right. Apparently hooker is offensive.
So like, say hypothetically a hooker, she doesn't have an OnlyFans or nothing.
No, but
so
I guess most hookers probably do now have OnlyFans. Let's wrap this up. I'm about to piss my pants.
Okay, it's 103 minutes. It's perfect timing here.
Let's wrap. We'll end on that note.
That's a great topic there. By the way, guys, this episode wasn't meant to be this episode. It
never is, dude. We'll say what we got for next week.
Okay. I got my 5 games though. I even made a thumbnail already. I just save it for next week.
Yeah, just save for next week.
Okay.
All right, guys.
So
you want to do the send off here?
Yeah, if you like this video, it'd be nice if you share it, like it, subscribe if you're first time watching the contents. Tell your friends.
That's probably like the best support. I mean, you guys could give. It's just trying to get help us grow the channel because we're really small right now. But I mean, we kind of get a little bit of momentum. But just telling a friend or something helps us out immensely.
Yeah, it does a lot.
We really would appreciate it.
Tell them, text them, email them, send a bird that we start the show every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time or whatever, depending on where you live at. But thank you for watching. It means a lot. So
yeah,
take care.
Thanks, guys.